Oh, what a long day. Wanted to get on and stream this much earlier, but didn't have the availability to. So, here we are in 2018 Season 2. In case you haven't been around. What did we get? 7 pieces of content in this build. We got the Porsche 919 LMP1, which is what's loaded up right now. The Audi R18. The brand new IndyCar, Limaland, Charlotte, Sonoma Global Rallycross Circuit, and the new Pocono. Holy crap, did we get a lot of stuff. So, right now, I'm probably going to go with what was most hyped by everybody, was, of course, getting a Porsche prototype, because it's Porsche prototypes, of course, they're the most hyped things in the world, and well, unfortunately, 2017 was the last time you will ever see Porsche 919 running, but hey, we have it now. That's all that matters. So I have not even taken this out on the track yet, and as per usual, I always got to take my first car, or the first time I take a road car, always got to take it to Watkins Glen. So, let's look through the setup page here. And so this is a lot like the HPD, where you got a lot of aero package trims and tire pressures. Oh, we got a lot of adjustments on the downforce trim, which is cool to see. So low is low, high is high, medium is still low. Oh, it's low and high, okay. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Most likely just test the baseline and see what's up. Let's see. So center exit gurney, rear deck gurneys, rear wings and gurney flaps. Okay. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if that shows up on the stream, but that's going like 100 miles an hour. Yeah, it does show up on stream. Look at that. So there is a lot to adjust on these things, all the way from the heaves to the dampers to the torsion bars. So this is going to be a car that is going to be very difficult to set up. And we got the brake and drive unit. Oh, so these are a lot of the settings for recharging, I'm guessing. I gotta change that because that's gotta be green. So, yeah, a lot to adjust on this thing. And it's got 7 gears. So, yeah, lots of stuff to screw around with. 16 gallons. Is it? Wow, 16 and a half. It makes sense. It is a hybrid. All right, let's go test her out. By the way, I haven't even painted it yet because the paint thing wasn't really working. God, this thing takes off like a rocket. Gotta love Le Mans prototypes. Yeah, I figured this thing's got a billion things to adjust in the in-car adjustments. Holy crap, it's hard to talk, man. This car takes off like a rocket ship. Probably trim out some of this downforce. See, that's out, that's out. Maybe try the medium. I'll try medium downforce for the hell of it. See if that adjusts things at all. Good boy, I can barely hear over that car. Let me just adjust a few things here. Here we go. Smash the gas and tear some ass. Sounds like you farted. Alright. Definitely has a lot less downforce than the high downforce. Big no surprise there. I'm trying to throw it around like a 1-2 car. Obviously, these things are far from it. I don't know if it's a case if you use high downforce for most things, but low downforce is like Monza, Daytona, tracks like that. Boy, did they have this tall wheel in real life? Man, you turn in for the corner, you can't see. Like, on a left-hander, you can't see anything. Right-hander is not really a big deal, there, I think that a little bit better than I did last time. I thought, this is a 4th quarter, but I had to slow down a little bit. Then I realized something. I was going 130 miles an hour through the carousel. That's crazy. Baseline So, some nice things I'm seeing here is, I don't know if you can see them too well on the stream, but right here you see these two little, like, they look like gear indicators. They're actually for your brakes. It tells you if you're locking up or not. That is really nice. I was wondering if this car had that. Don't think I have that adjusted. No, I don't. Okay, let me just adjust my field of view so you can see the full steering wheel here. So my default view is not cutting out too much. Nothing on the display, at least. That's good. So 33.9, not exactly good, but let's see here. Main plane flap. So let's see. Go flap, center sides, adds rear deck grace as it adds downforce mostly to the rear of the car, but also. Oh, okay, wait a minute. There's a high downforce config and a low downforce config. Okay, so that's good to know. So you can adjust the low and the high to different settings that you want. So it's got a low downforce trim. Let's just add a little extra downforce. Anything to adjust right off the bat. Wasn't feeling too bad. One thing I want to look at is my top speed. It's hitting 178. Okay. Probably don't need to adjust that too much lower, but I am gonna probably take a little speed out of the top gears. Yeah. Keep everything else the same. I'll just adjust those down a little bit. So pad compound low, that's good for me. Yeah, let's adjust the bias down a little bit. Adjust that to green, even though I'm not in a nighttime course. Front final drive on the diff. The gear ratio in the front differential affects the drive torque at the wheels of the MGUK. May be used to tune the car balance on corner exit. Affects the drive torque at the wheels of the MGUK. So it's the deploy of the kinetic energy. May be used to tune the car's balance on the corner exit. Don't think I need to go that extreme. I think that'll be something I'll test later. Let's see. Wouldn't mind a little understeer in the rear of the car. So we do have the damp slopes like the Ford GTE does. So that's interesting. What's the range of these shocks? It's 11 to 0. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna adjust the dampers down just slightly. Pull rod length. Length of the pull rod to adjust. Used to adjust ride height without changing the deflection of the heat springs. Shorter pull rods raises the ride height. Longer pull rods lowers the ride height. Okay. So if I bump that down just a little bit, I'm going to see how that is. Get the rear end planted a little bit better. Probably not going to do too many adjustments today. There's a lot of content to fix. does feel better than the first initial corners. Basically, I lowered the front dampers because it felt a little understeer going into the corners, and then it was getting a little oversteer off. So what I was trying to do was adjust this pull rod length to lower the ride heights. And it's going to plant the rear end more, and then lowering the dampening in the front is going to help it turn in a little bit more with less lockup. So that's what, the objective I was going for. Hell, we can go even more down on that one. And then go into options. Yeah, hide the steering wheel. And because the steering wheel has the display, it should just stay static. Yeah. This is like the Formula 1 car, where all the displays are on the wheel. Tell it to go, it goes. Like, let's go, alright. That curve, keep it in off track. It finally hooks and just grips and just doesn't let go. Oh my god. Probably better to stay in third gear. I'm not German or Finnish, so I don't think I can get a, like, 129 or something like that. Because I guarantee they'll be at 129s here. And then, like, probably by now. I mean, the car's been out for how long now? A lot later. Tackling those curves though, man, you're right on the edge. Boy. And now that the tires are warmed up, power dances a lot less now. I mean, I got oversteer on entry, but I also lowered the brake bias and lowered the bumps to do some oversteer, so that was my changes. Seems like it likes things, like when you trail brake it, seems to react a lot more. Love to see how the Audi R18 is. A lot of time to think, too. Okay, so I seem to be hovering around 34. Like I said, that's probably crap. Wheel gets so light going up the hill there, I love it. Bounces so much. Not surprising, it is a stiff car. Damn it, goes up. Hard to think while you're driving that car. Let's get a couple external shots here. gyrocam is a lot like the in-car camera for the 24-hour races. Just what's my boy doing? It's amazing, even at the low downforce turns, you don't even have to lift for the hill there. Just flat out at 160 miles an hour, no big deal. I don't know if I'd ever be successful in these cars. I don't even know if I'll drive them or not, like in an official. Because I'm just so used to GT cars. Like this thing, like subtle little differences in the wheel. You feel it. Like when I was setting up for turn 1 there, I'll go back to the beginning of this lap. Right here, you see, like, I'm setting myself up for the corner here. Like, I just kind of drift over, and the car's, like, already going into the grass. I was like, no, I don't want you doing that. Beast. So, can the car, camera on the car. Like I said, I couldn't paint the car, but at least it has a good default paint job on it, at least. So, with that, why don't we go ahead and try out the other car. The other LMP1 that was released, the Audi R18. I'm gonna tell you what, right now, I may stream it later, but those setups, getting a decent baseline for those sets are gonna be insanely hard. It makes sense. They're not meant to be customer cars or anything, so it makes sense that there's nothing simplified about them. I mean, there's complex anymore. The LMP1s is kind of, what's leading to their demise is they were just way too complex to learn and set up, so it's not surprising. So there we go. We got the R18 uploaded now. Pretty much the same idea. Holy crap, a lot more. A lot more downforce stuff to screw around with. Joker discs. I like that name. So, let's see. What did I do? I went with medium baseline for now. Then I just like increase the angle. That's fine. So this has all the heaves, but a lot less suspension, but it still has the heaves. So, heave springs is a center element that provides linear stiffness and pitch motion, but not roll. Stiffer springs control the chassis attitude better. Less pitch change, which is good for aerodynamics and camber control. Yeah, so springs control side to side, heaves control back and forth. If I'm wrong about that, don't be afraid to correct me. I'm not an expert on cars in general. I just like them. They do stuff. Brakes and drive unit. Very similar to the other page. Wow, 241. What? I don't want you to go that fast. You don't need to. Unless I'm only supposed to ride in 5th. Oh, front drive. That's the front diff. Interesting that this car's gear ratios are what they are. Clutch friction faces. Your face. Multiplies the amount of locking down. Oh, okay, so it's standard clutch play. It's okay. No notes, but let's see here. What's she sound like? Yeah, sounds like a diesel pickup. So again, I'm not covering too much of that wheel. Look at all the little controls and shit up here. Yeah. Brakes 300 to 450 Celsius. Engine revs behind SC 300 RPMs. Pit speed 2,500 RPMs in first gear. Yeah. I love that this thing sounds like a frickin' truck. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do something I didn't do in the other one. Virtual mirrors. And I think that'll turn on. Yeah. There's the rear view camera and it's on. Let's pick up the job. Diesel power. I think this was diesel, right? I know Audi used a lot of diesel back. The sound of this car. I like this. I like the sound. Sound-wise, I like it better than the Porsche. I think the Porsche handles a little bit better, but then again, I don't have too much time with this car to adjust. So I'll save that judgment. Visibility is about the same in both. You're just crammed right in there, which is pretty common in LMP1 cars. They never look like they were the easiest thing to work out of. have a little bit of understeer in the default set. But boy, does that rear end feel planted. I might take back what I just said a lap ago. So interesting enough, the Porsche 919 was left-hand drive, but the Audi is right-hand drive, and I was wondering why some corners I was missing the apexes, and I just realized I'm sitting on the right side of the car, not the left side. Usually that's not a big deal to me, just I usually need like 5 or 6 laps to get myself reoriented. Flyby sounds like. Yeah. I mean, you can see it right there. The reason I rocked. Just, I was barely on the racetrack. Yeah, I gotta reorient myself to the right-hand drive. I love this car already. Shouldn't have jumped quick to judgment. I do think the Porsche handles a little tiny bit better, but we'll see. But let me get reoriented to sitting on the right side. I'll probably make a better judgment, because I think that's why it felt so weird. Big old grunny diesels, man. Ah, damn it. Alright, I'm determined to get a good lap in this thing. God, I just love how loud this car is. Like, how it sounds. The Porsche is really high pitched, but I mean, it makes sense. It had an inline four. Sorry, but the Audi just sounds so much better. Just in my opinion. I will say though, looks-wise, I like the Porsche a little better. It all comes down to how they drive. It's also nice to see that when iRacing gave us these cars, it's the 2016, both the 2016 sets. Funny, Porsche was having loose entry in this car, having understeer. Not entry. did the thing again. Saved it this time, man. Sounds like a spaceship, doesn't it? That describes all he wants in a nutshell. Freaking spaceship. Really, the top Le Mans class always is like that. Yeah, I got a 33.9 and I fucked up part of the boot there, so already a second faster than it was the Porsche. Maybe because the Porsche bounced around more, like it was a lot stiffer car than it felt like it was going much faster. This car seemed to take to the bumps a little bit better.
Say you got the course back there. About to slow down and get up the time gain.
Alright, I did re-download my spotter pack. I just recently rebuilt my computer. And basically got to get all my old settings back. That's okay. Just have to remember to download my old spotter pack, which is just the Jimmy Johnson one. I mean, used that for like 3 years. Okay, I lied. I like the Audi a lot more. It seems to be a lot softer car. Like the Porsche is really stiff. So like if you're on a smooth track, I can see the Porsche just rocking the Audi like out of the water. But holy crap, man! These cars are so fun. So let's get a couple flybys here. Yeah, I can barely maintain 34s. Well, I got 34.9 this lap here. I think basically in the, or no, was it 34 or 35? I think it was, no, it was low 34s, high 32s. That's right. But in like the elevation changes area, this car felt fantastic. Look at that thing just fly through the bus stop, no problem at all. Whee! There you go through the grass. I took that corner a little bit better. I mean, overall, I mean, like I said, there's going to be Europeans that are probably already in the 29s because, you know, Finns. I don't know what's going to be a fast lap here. So. But that's how I do my side-by-side comparison. Anytime I get my road car for the very first time, I always got to take it to Watkins Glen. It's tradition. And whenever the hell we get Wheat Sport, which will probably be 2 years from now, every dirt car that's released, it's going to be on Wheat Sport for the first time. Always will be. Okay, so I'm on my fast lap now. Did I play Pocono? Let's see. Where is Pocono 2011? Pocono. That's the new one, right? Okay, so the Pocono only has the oval. got the IndyCar left. Charlotte. Yeah, let's go try out the IndyCar for the hell of it. Hopefully I'll actually use the Dallara IR18 a little bit more than I use the DW12. I mean, I use the DW12 for a lot of hosted stuff, but didn't really road race it very much. And oh hell, if this has got a Pocono, setup, I could do that. Let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Not the greatest with big tracks, so this will be interesting. Let's load her up. At least we get to see what the brand new Pocono looks like. In the Monster Energy Cup Series. Baseline filled tech. That's expected because we're on an oval. There we go. So let's see. Wickers, flaps. This actually looks verbatim. Yeah, this is verbatim what the DW12 was. So for those familiar with that car, it's gonna feel the exact same way in terms of the setup page. I think there's just more options here. Yeah, there's more options than there was before. Just gonna take the default setup out. Let's see. Let's put virtual mirror back on. Show steering wheel. I'll have to see how bad this one is. Actually, that's pretty good. So it sounds a lot, pretty much just like how the DW12 sounded. Probably should have put this on afternoon rather than late afternoon. Yeah, it is looking before. Makes me look like I'm actually good at the IndyCar. making me look like I'm the best IndyCar driver ever. I mean, granted, you probably put a setup into this squats that, you know, you just need aero in the car and handle a lot different. I don't know if it's because Pocono's a lot smoother or the new IndyCar is a lot, you know, better, but that was foot to the floor all the way through. May have to take that out. May have to take it out on a road course to get a real feel for it. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. I need to struggle a little bit, you know. I'm gonna reload afternoon. I'm not gonna put it on a road course. I probably should. If I'll put it this way, if afternoon Pocono, the brand new one, is if it's just foot to the floor, I'll probably take it out on a road course. Could take it to Long Beach. Could take it to, I don't know, Watkins Glen. Could take it to Road America. Take it to Sebring if I want to, you know, really hate myself. Oh, you're auto loading, aren't you? Yeah. Stop that. So how is everybody doing on this lovely night? Of course, if you're watching this in the future, it may not be so lovely. In our area, we're supposed to get a snowstorm tomorrow, so I'm sitting indoors now, trying to enjoy the cars tomorrow. So probably lift a little bit on the entry, but yeah.
You're dropping debris out there. We have to fix it.
Pocono now is flat out almost. So if you're not on iracing default, you're pretty much flat out in an IndyCar. Imagine the Gen 6 cars is going to be a lot nicer than it was. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take it out. Let's go to Long Beach because Long Beach. That's the only reason why we got Long Beach. Let's Have fun at Long Beach. How long have I been streaming? A full hour and 4 minutes. I see 4 people watching. Hi, people out there. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Try to put some technical into my streams. Hopefully, people come back. All right. Do we have a Long Beach set? Probably not by default. Let's see. Twin ring oval. Let's go with. Yeah, I'll probably go high down for us. Because Long Beach is a street course, and it don't like things. The pit lane is active. The whole pit lane. I didn't have proper exit procedures, whatever. That's the benefit of self-test sessions. Good old Long Beach and its point cloud world. Gotta go break shitter than 300. Okay. The one thing I'll say, the IR18 versus the DW12 definitely handles bumps a little bit better. The other car was really sensitive to bumps, and this one seems to handle them a little bit better. Because I remember getting out of the last corner was always hell. I mean, it was a fine art. You had to practice it. But if you did practice it, man, you can make up a lot of time there. Ooh, boy. Also, it doesn't really spin in first gear like it used to. But I mean, granted, I had to lap the tires. Let me learn 400. Playing with fire. just hit the fountain slightly. It's still good. It's still good. Paid Indy driver. They're professional or a guy who pays. Car looks, in my personal opinion, the car looks way better than it did before. Hopefully the paint job works soon. Let's get something else on there but a default paint job. Yeah, it seems to handle elevation changes and bumps a little bit better than the DW12. I don't know if that's the set or high downforce or because I don't remember the DW12 ever, bouncing bouncing to come out of a corner, hitting the gas too hard, and having it actually stick. I will say the high downforce trim on this car looks so much better than the DW12. And in case you're ever wondering, I mean, a lot of people do know this. The IR18, this downforce trim, really it's the same Delara chassis, really just with different trim. So that's the same motor and everything. So that's why at least that's why it sounds different. It isn't really because the engine I don't literally think is the same engine they used before. So. I'll say it's a fun car. I'll have to look into it, get a decent set going for a couple of courses, and probably try to run them when the Indy cars do. I mean, the good thing is the first few seasons probably it's gonna get a lot of attention. So yeah, look at all that bumps there where it was just it was pogo sticking around there, and man, the old DW12 it would just spin right around. The rear end would just come out from underneath. Yes. Design-wise and drive-wise, I like the improvements done to the car, but I don't know. To me, it almost felt a little bit, because the DW12, when you would be, pogo sticking over the bumps, like in a bumpy area, like Long Beach was always the most, the biggest offense of this was like when you would get pogo sticking over the corners. If you at all hit the gas, a lot of times the rear end just spun out from underneath you. And that makes sense, because if the car is pogo sticking, that means the suspension isn't settled, so there's no way to get, grip from the rear tires. So I don't know if they addressed that in this car, or, iRacing's going to come along and make an update. Because I've seen some cars where they're planning, they make an update, and they lose that because they're just like, oh yeah, we got more data, and this was a more, more realistic thing. Because I remember the DW12 when it first came out, a car you could run in packs, right behind somebody, no problem, and then which was unrealistic. Then they finally added some front arrow push to the car. You know, like if you get behind somebody, it actually simulates taking wing off the spoiler. You get a lot less front downforce, which causes a lot of understeer, which, you know, that's realistic. You know, the only way that this car is getting front grip is just, you know, this big wing, so it all makes sense. So initial impressions of the IR18 is, yeah, that it definitely feels way better. It looks better. It looks way better. I like this design much better than the DW12 design. So that's just me. People will have their opinions, and that's fine. So now, why don't we go to... Let's go pay a visit to Lima Land. Of course, nighttime, because nighttime is best time. Oh, I picked the wingless car? I thought I picked the winged car. Oh well, we're in a 360 winged car. Yeah, wingless car. Do you have a Lima Land? Yes, you do. What'd you do with that? So max wheel spacing, that's interesting. What? What did you do to the fuel? Can't adjust it by one increment? What is... iracing, what are you doing? Fine, I'll just put it on 13 for now. Look at this little place. Oh, we finally have a fucking quarter mile, and it makes me happy. Why does this have to be an infield pit? Oh, we finally have a proper quarter mile that's not a frickin' Legends Oval. I'm going to enjoy this place. Yes, we have a quarter mile. Let's jump for joy. Yes. Oh, this makes me happy. This makes me happy. my god, I love the angle that I'm taking the car on. Man, that's awesome. Yes. All right. Let's do a setup thing. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's do that. Just actually putting in a shock setup I used at Volusia. Just to see how it feels. In the back. In the rear. See if it'll hook up a little bit more. Oh my god, this feels so fun.
They say you cut the course. About to slow down and get up the time gain.
I cut the course! What? There's a new one. Yeah, I think I picked the perfect car to bring this track in. Oh my god, this feels so good. You know, I'm so hyped for the LMP1s. That's great to finally get them, but we have a quarter mile now. We have a quarter mile dirt track on iracing. Everything in the world is good. We're just one big block away from having the greatest freaking lineup. Actually, iracing's one big block away from me becoming a permanent customer. But that's here nor there. Right now, we have quarter mile. Oh, I love this. I love how freaking sideways I can go. Oh! Oh, there we go. I finally screwed it up. Oh. Look at how fun this is! Look at how great this is! I love the wingless car! Alright, let's get out there for more. I want more. I want more! I just want to run the high side a little bit. my new favorite thing in life. The only other thing I gotta try right now is try the midget here. I'm in love. I'm probably going to race Lima Land every time it comes up this season. Every car. Oh my god. That is so fun. Yes, on Lima Land. Holy crap. Alright, I'm sorry, Dirt Track is Charlotte. You're probably not going to be as good as that quarter mile is, but let's load you up. Where the hell are you? Charlotte Motor Speedway. Dirt Track at Charlotte. I did buy it, didn't I? Oh, sorry about the black screen. Yeah, congratulations, you own all the tracks. What the hell is it? Let's see. Atlanta, Auto Drum, Charlotte Motor Speedway, Chicago. It's not under that, right? Okay, so it's not under Charlotte. Chicago, Circuit, Concord, Darlington, Daytona, Donington, Dover, Eldora, Five Flags, Gateway, Homestead. Kansas. Where is it? There's Lima Land, Lime Rock, Martinsville, Michigan, Mid-Ohio, Myrtle Beach. The Bull Ring. Oh my god, I hate you sometimes. Okay, so the Charlotte Dirt Track is called the Dirt Track at Charlotte, but they sort it by the. Nobody sorts by the, but they did. The Dirt Track at Charlotte. So we're going to take the 360 out again because, well, might as well. So Charlotte's a 4/10 mile dirt track, which is good because we've mostly had half miles. Linear, was a makeshift 3/8. So having a 4/10 is going to be a nice little change. Let's see, Charlotte Dirt. What'd you do with the setup? So torsion bars are both at 1 inch. All right, I'm just going to lower the fuel. Let's see how it's going to react from there. Oh, the other thing I gotta try out too. The other thing I gotta try out too is put the track state up to a high percentage. Just to see how the cushion comes in. lot of Eldora. Very short straightaways, but long corners. So wingless car, this is actually a lot of fun. So just sling it right in there, right down by the tires. Ah. I don't know what a little good lap time's going to be here, but 15.4 probably isn't too far off. Whee! Only a matter of time before I jump those new tires. Also, great to see a course with freaking U tires. Hell yeah. My area, we almost have like 90% of the tracks have U tires for the track limits. That's the way it ought to be. I had to do it. Oh, God, that was violent. You know what I need to actually try here? I know there's a little bit of ADD, but you know what I need to try is a 410. Need to try the 410 winged here. Let's see here. Charlotte Dirt. Are you doing that same thing? Yeah, they're doing the same thing too. So weird. Oh. So Charlotte Dirt's got the wing position all the way back. Let's not do that. So yeah, there's the nose and the top. That was one of the new adjustments that they added. Dragging on the racetrack.
5 laps of fuel left.
You know, I'm glad that I'm flying through the air, and my spotter only cares about telling me how my
You're
fuel,
dropping debris, bring it on in.
what my fuel's like. At least he's got his priorities. Yes! TV3 is the spotter stand. That's all I care about. So they made a makeshift pit area that goes from here to here. Well, you just let us on the outside of the track. Like, why? Don't get me wrong. I am very happy that we finally have, you know, Charlotte and Lima Land. But come on. They don't need to have pit stalls in the infield. Oh, God. Alright, so the other thing I want to try out, I'm going to try Charlotte again. But this time I want to, it's going to boost it up to 80%. Alright, this is 80% track state, so first I want to get out on here. They said they did some improvements to the cushion. I wonder if we have to build it up. Might have to do that, because I don't see anything different than last season. Slippery. Yeah, maybe you have to build up the cushion. I don't know. Like, it's just, I haven't noticed a cushion. I mean, I didn't expect them to get it perfect on the first try, but maybe I was still kind of hoping that a track stage was big and have a cushion pre-built, which is fine. Maybe it doesn't. It felt so much better. I don't know, this just doesn't feel as good. Oh well. It still feels good on the 410. The 410 still dancing around, but I'm just thinking if you took away power, it's gonna probably just not. Exactly. Well, that's run right there between. Trying to run right there between it, and I can't get it, but that's all right. I had a little fun tonight. Oh, you know what? I was gonna end the stream, but one thing I do want to try is the Ford GRC. Sonoma has a GRC layout now. Let's see what that's like. And that'll be the last thing I do for the stream. I'll probably stream throughout the week. You know, like I said, I got my computer back together. I already really rebuilt it, you know, new parts and everything. So I'm gonna try to stream this week to kind of stress test it and stuff like that. Because I got like a water cooling system on it, and you know, Intel i7, 2 graphics cards, crap ton of RAM, 3 hard drives. You know, so I'm just going crazy. All right, so I do not even know anything about this GRC layout. So let's go discover it together. Okay, so Joker's there. Okay, so the NASCAR layout, that corner there. No, NASCAR uses that corner, right? Or do they use this corner back there? Indy's one, NASCAR's the other. Okay. That's where those laps starts. The uphill is covered in dirt. Okay, you have my attention. Oh boy. Alright, let's see if I can remember shit here. In case you were wondering, you get the Global Rallycross Sonoma layout if you already have Sonoma. So no need to rebuy it. Whee! Ah, screw it. Eastbound and down. There we go. It was just a detour. That was my own joke. I made my own joke for that. Next lap, I'll take the Joker. I'm not getting an off track for using that outside there. Oh. That's probably an invalid Joker lap, so. I didn't count it. Decide what gear you want to be in. I wonder why I'm short shifting. It's really just control the wheel spin. Don't really even need to use a e-brake here. Man, that's going to require a lot of car control, but I love the fact that you're taking this section of Sonoma reverse. Oh, that's awesome. You're taking it in reverse, and you're trying to negotiate a hill. You're trying to negotiate a hill while it's covered in dirt. This was a layout we definitely needed. I like it. Jump's not even like needed, but it's there. This part here, I love this part. I had a really good lap going, and I brushed that stupid wall. See, I got a 44.8, but easily a 43.5 is easily doable here. So, all right, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours here. I'll probably be streaming again sometime during this week to do some practice and setup work for whatever series I might run. Maybe even just take the LMP ones out and just start throwing science at the wall and see what sticks. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll catch you next time. And you know, hey, this was all the content. You know, usually I try to play around with the content more, but we got so much this season that it was just kind of like, you know, unfortunately it was more like, here's the next one, here's the next one, here's the next one, here's the next one, and I guess just to do a quick review, we got the LMP ones, which was the Porsche and the Audi. My initial thoughts was I like the Audi more in terms of sound and drivability, but I can see potential. Like if I find a good setup for the Porsche, maybe I can find what was wrong because the car just felt off. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. And I guaranteed people are going to find speed in that thing because it's a Porsche. People love it. People will just love it by default. You know, and probably that will be the popular car of the two. We got the new Indy car. The new Indy car was seemed to stick to the track a little bit better. Less pogoing, which I hope is realistic and stays with the car. You know, same sounds because it is the same engine, basically, than the DW12. But suspension-wise, the interior of the car looked much better. And of course the aero trim looks way better. Then we got 2 dirt tracks, which was Limaland and I forgot about Pocono. Yeah, Pocono's smooth all the way out. Tunnel turn's really easy now, so think of it what you will. Then we got 2 dirt tracks, Limaland and Charlotte. Limaland is everything that I've been waiting for since dirt came out. A quarter mile. I don't know if it's the best quarter mile in the world, but it's a quarter mile that has U tires in the middle. That's all you need to know. It's a fun, fantastic place. I say if you're a dirt fan, buy it immediately. Charlotte, 4/10 mile track. Long sweepers, short straightaways. You're in the corner a lot. That is going to be loved by late models and sprint cars. It's going to be a fantastic track to just have in your arsenal. If you're thinking about buying it, buy it because it is going to be a course that is going to be used a lot. I can say that for the LMP ones also. Like they're fun as heck. They're going to be in the endurance series. I feel long term, because of how complicated the setups are, looking at the history of the Formula One cars, you know, the Williams FW31, the McLaren MP430, that those might dive off in participation. And then you're just going to have a hardcore group of people driving it. So if you're on the fence about them, I'd say, you know, ask yourself, really, are you going to race this for an entire 12-week season? At least. If you could say yes, I would say buy the LMP1 cars. If not, just buy one. If you're an IndyCar fan, buy the car. That's all I'll tell you. If you love Indy cars and you love driving them, buy that car. You're going to love it. Sonoma GRC, you didn't have to buy it if you already had Sonoma. Long sweepers that are covered in dirt going up and down hills. Love it already. This one might, like, within 6 laps. I did 6 laps and I'm already in love with it. So it's a simple layout, but the first couple corners are pretty difficult. So I don't know how the popularity of it will be. It'll probably be decent, but with its simple layout, some people just don't like that. So, but remember, if you're buying the GRC course for Sonoma, you're getting the road courses too. The road courses are awesome. You're not wasting your money there. So Pocono, I think. Oh, you had to buy Pocono. I think you had to buy the new Pocono Oval. It's smooth out. Personally, I like the other one better because it had so much bumps in it. But that's fine. All I'm gonna say is, if you're on iRacing for NASCAR, you run IndyCar, you run Silver Crown, you're gonna want to get the course because it's gonna be on the schedule. And there's a lot less death traps at Pocono. Like the tunnel turn was always like the most difficult thing, and a spot that had a lot of wrecks. So say what you want about it. So yeah, that's my opinion on all the content that we got for season 2. I'll be on again sometime this week, streaming more of it. Probably not tomorrow night. Tomorrow night late. I thought I had a league race. I do not. So I'll try to get on. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed, I'm glad you did. And have a good night.